right, this is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour. I'm back live. How you doing?
Well, we just talked about Friday night fights.
You got the point. You got the finger.
He
gave me the finger.
Go lay down.
Tomorrow night, Friday night fights from LA, ESPN2, of course. Sam, the Nigerian Nightmare Peter against Fast Eddie Chambers, 10 rounds, heavyweights.
We talked about
Can't even
Showtime.
get past the first fight.
We talked about
is he the
Showtime
nightmare or
stepping it
having a
up.
nightmare?
Sorry?
We talked about Showtime stepping up a little bit earlier in our show. Now we got to talk about ESPN stepping it up.
ESPN2 stepping it up. You said what about Sam Peter?
Is he the Nigerian nightmare, or is he having a nightmare at this point?
Well, I don't know. He definitely had a nightmare about Klitschko's glove flying at his skull. But Sam
times.
Peter's taking on Eddie Chambers. Eddie Chambers is a boxer.
Yeah, pure
I
boxer.
think he's got a good chance against Sam Peter. Sam Peter has a hard time with boxers.
I mean,
Eddie Chambers needs to definitely stay away from that power hand.
Sam Peter has trouble with anybody that's not named James Toney.
I don't know. He even had trouble with Tony. Tony's a good fight. He actually said Tony was the best fighter that he had fought up to that point.
Yeah. Okay.
But Tony at no point could hurt Sam Peter. That was the part that made me lose a shad of respect.
Yeah, that was the
Ironclad title shot. No.
I don't like that decision.
And forgive him.
But yeah, that's gonna be a great fight. They're the ESPN, Teddy Atlas, and who's the guy that I can't think of his name that announces with them.
Yep.
You know his name.
Speaking of, John Molina is going to be taking on Carlos Binan, and Javier Molina will be taking on Jaime Cabrera. That will all be on Friday Night Fights tomorrow night.
with Teddy Atlas and Joe Tessitore.
Absolutely, Tessitore. That's what I was saying. Sam Peter taking on Eddie Chambers.
Of course.
That's not who I thought you were talking about.
I heard you say it.
Tessitore is actually one of those names that we know. I was surprised you didn't know that. But
I did eventually.
it's no better that I couldn't say it either right now.
This is brought to you by Sam Adams.
Chicago. And there we are. Chicago UIC Pavilion tomorrow night. Miguel Hernandez taking on Luciano Perez. 10 rounds. That will be middleweights. Again, we just spoke with Miguel Hernandez a little bit ago. Also, the Irish phenom Henry Coyle is taking on Dave Saunders. 8 rounds. That's junior middleweights. We love Henry Coyle, especially
very
this close,
exciting fighter.
This close to St. Patty's. We just had St. Patty's, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago,
You tell me.
last month.
Say that
I'm
again.
not gonna get it wrong.
Not if I don't answer. If I don't answer, I'm right.
I'm not screwing this one up.
I take the 5th.
But yeah, it's pretty exciting to see Coyle up there. Very exciting fighter.
He wasn't screwed up the date, but he screwed up the guy's name.
I had no problem saying someone's name though.
Yeah, but he's a very powerful puncher and exciting to watch. I mean, we've seen him on a couple different cards. Actually, I seen him on a card that he fought in Ireland as well.
Did you? On
yeah,
YouTube?
No, I watched it on Justin's TV.
When you went to Ireland. Awesome. Anjay Funfara, you're so well traveled and all this water walking bogusness that you're
Water walking Rogaine.
Anjay Funfara taking on Kendall Gould. That'll be 6 rounds at welter. Mike Kurzasia is fighting Tony Dewey. Danny Williams will be fighting Jose Guzman, and Juan Bailon against Marseille Bugs.
And Anjay Funfara has kind of helped Derek Finley, who's going to be fighting on Showtime this weekend.
Who I'll be getting to in just a moment.
Step his career up to
He
Showtime.
Most definitely did. Saturday night, top-ranked pay-per-view in Tijuana, Mexico. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. against Luciano Coyle, and Humberto Soto against Antonio Davis. Also, Montiel Silva and Antonio Davis against another gentleman named Antonio Davis, taking on Javier Castro. That's odd that 2 guys with the exact same name will be fighting the same night.
I'm probably going to be watching this one on Justin's TV. I'm not too excited to watch it.
I'm not thrilled that you keep saying how you're watching these things illegally. They're
I'm
coming
not.
for us.
I'm over hanging out with Justin. We're watching on his TV.
On Justin's TV. Oh, pardon me. Pardon me. He's talking in code.
I'll be watching on Chris's TV. Same thing.
He'll be over watching my computer,
I don't think
which is set on Justin TV too.
I think we need to have Chavez step up and fight a little bit. We were talking earlier about people stepping up and fighting a little bit tougher fighters.
Yes.
Chavez needs to do that. I mean, he's to the point now in his career where he's been on pay-per-view a number of times now. They're one of top ranks top guys. So hopefully he
It's
can
time to step up.
Yeah,
It's time.
bottom line.
Well, he's been calling out Oscar for the second Pacquiao
Yeah.
whoops on him. I want Oscar too now.
I need my
Yeah,
my 20 mil.
Let me get paid. Let me get paid. I'll call him out right now. Riding for, I'll slap the. All right, Miami, Oklahoma.
Kirby.
Because when I think Oklahoma, I think Miami. Showtime. Andre Durrell taking on Derek Finley, 10-round super middleweights. I've watched Derek Finley fight since he was a child at the Gary Powell boxing gym, Gleason Park section of Gary. Also on the undercard, Ronald Hearns is fighting Harry Joe Yorgi. Bowie Tupo against Marcus Rode. 8 or 10 rounds, they haven't decided yet, but that is that heavy. And Jose Guzman against Hector Sanchez, 4 rounds lightweights. Bowie Tupo, that's the guy that I've been telling you about, just a massive
And this is
mountain of humanity from New Zealand, the same area of the world that gave us David Tua. So you know the man can throw.
I don't even think this is a showbox card because it's on Saturday night instead of Friday night. So usually Friday night showbox, but I'm not positive about that.
This is a special Saturday night showbox.
Is it?
That's what I. If you listen to Bolo Punch Boxing Hour at the beginning of the show, you would know that already. And that's that pretty much. Tamaulipas, Mexico. Edgar Sosa.
You like that?
Not really at all, actually.
Trying to scroll on.
So helpful. Tamaulipas, Mexico. Edgar Sosa against. Oh, you should have kept it because I got to say this name. Porsawan Port Pramuk. 12 rounds for Sosa's WBC Junior Flyweight title. And with that, how we doing on time?
Plenty.
3 minutes? I can do this. As long as Amel shuts up, I can do this.
Yeah, that'll be a first.
Tonight's Golden Leaf Fighter, you should know Orlando Canizales, the fighting pride of Laredo, Texas. Canizales was born November 25th, 1965, and turned professional in his hometown on August 25th, 1984. In 1986, he was unsuccessful in an NABF flyweight title bout with Olympian Paul Gonzalez. He lost in the 12th round. However, Canizales rebounded to win the title from Armando Velasco, knockout in the 4th round over. Yeah, we're going to come right back.
I'm not doing nothing.
We'll be right back at you. This is your Bolo Punch Boxing Hour. We'll be right back with our Golden Leaf Fighter you should know, Orlando Canizales.
You can cut it, Tim.